into families and kids, parents, grandparents, as I always say, aunties, uncles, Gigi's, papas. Get it over to everyone because this is I'm so excited about. I love anyone that knows me know that I love kids. I love adults too, but I really love the kids. All right. We are live. If you are joining me, please say hello. Oh, hello, Michelle. I had it on the wrong one. Hello, Michelle. Hey, Lou. Hi, Cha Cha. Thank you. Hi, Rhonda. Hi, Lady Bilbo. Thank y'all so much for joining us. Hey, Yolandi. Thank you so much for joining us. If you can go ahead and share it out, let everyone know that we are live only on YouTube. Only on YouTube. All right. I've just shared it to let everyone know that we are live. Yes, yes, yes. I'll give everybody about one more minute to join in. Sometimes there's a lag in the different social media platforms. So thank you all so much. I don't take for granted for your time that you all take to join us. And so thank you so much for your support and share it with it. Even if your grands or your children are not with you, even the adult children that have children, right? This will be so good for them just to see the process of how these he's a teenpreneur now, and then one is a kidpreneur, but how they actually got started with their own little business. So this is excited. Thank you all so much. Remember, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, go ahead and do so. Make sure you subscribe and share it out with someone else to subscribe. We have about 30 more seconds, and we will go ahead and get started. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. The ones that are joining us, say hello. If you are joining us, say hello. This episode is our Kidpreneur Spotlight, and we have two wonderful, wonderful kids that we will be spotlighting on this evening. So this is going to be a great discussion. Remember, if you have any questions, go ahead and get them ready so you can ask them. I'm sure they would love to share with you. All right. So any comments, go ahead and drop any questions. Go ahead and drop them in the comment section for me. Thank you. All right. We're going to go ahead and get started. If you are just joining us, this is our Kidpreneur Spotlight of Talk About It Tuesday. We are ending the month of August with a bang and some excitement with our kids. And we are not going to prolong. We're going to go ahead and bring them up now. That is none other than Jaiden and Nina. They're actually brothers and sisters. Yes! Hello, Jaiden. Hello, Nina.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you all doing this evening?
We're good.
Listen, I know that you all had school today, and I know you might have some other things to do, but thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us for our Kidpreneur Spotlight. And the people want to hear from you. Okay, we want to hear from you. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. The first thing I want you to do is to tell us your name, what grade you're in, your age, and how old were you when you actually had your idea to do your kidpreneur venture. Okay, so don't say your last name, only your first name. Okay.
All right.
Go ahead.
So my name's Jaiden. I'm in the 8th grade. I'm 13 years old, and I started my kidpreneur journey when I was 6 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been around seven years.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Did you all hear that? 6 years old. Oh my goodness. 6 years old. All right. Nina, tell us your name and what grade you're in, how old you are, and how old were you when you did your kidpreneur venture?
So I'm Nina, and I'm in 2nd grade, and I started when I was 3.
You're joking.
No.
3 years old. I missed that part in the conversation. All right. So listen. Tell us what it is, Nina. We'll start. Well, let's start with Jaiden. Jaiden, what is it that you do? Now you were a kidpreneur, you are a teenpreneur now. And for those that are saying, we're saying kidpreneur, teenpreneur, that is actually a kid that has their own business that they started, whether that business is paid, whether that business is not paid. They had an idea and they took action with that idea and turned it into some type of business. So I've met Jaiden and Nina, and I'm so excited for them to share with us. If you're just joining us, say hello. This is our Kidpreneur Spotlight. Get your questions ready because I'm sure they want to answer. Jaiden, what is it? What type of kidpreneur venture business what is it that you have?
So my company is called J Spark Company, and I started when I was 6, as we said. And it started off then just as a company just to make clothes, just shirts, some leggings, some hoodies. It kind of started off basic, but now it's escalated to where I write books. I teach others how to write books. I teach others how to make their own businesses, and I've gone farther in my apparel by creating new things like shoes, decorations, banners, hats, hoodies, everything in between.
Wow, that is amazing. Oh my gosh. At 6 years old now, parents, I want to ask you, has your child ever came to you with an idea that they wanted to do? Let me know. Hi, Nicholas. Has your child ever came to you with, yes, Lady Bilbo she does the same thing that you do. She's a friend of mine. And she just said, come on with writing books. I don't know if you can see her comments, but yes, she said, come on with writing books. So Jaiden, at 6 years old, I am curious, as I'm sure our audience wants to know, how did the idea come about with J Sparks? Is it J Spark?
Yes, J Spark Company.
J Spark Company. J Spark Company. Where did at 6 years old, where kids are thinking about toys and playing and outside and having fun, how did the idea come about?
Well, it started when I was at a Bible study with my family, and kind of the topic of that Bible study was to highlight your God-given talents and then see how you could turn that into a business or turn that into revenue so that not only you could make money for yourself, but you could give it back and sow back into God. So I wanted to take part in it as well. So I kind of thought about all the things I was good at: dancing, drumming, playing sports. So I came up with this idea to where I would be playing the drums, or I had a group that would dance to me playing the drums. And I was so lit about the idea. I thought it was absolutely phenomenal. But I ran into a little obstacle, and that obstacle is that what are we going to wear? Because we have to be in sync if we're going to be a group. So once I kind of started thinking about what I was going to need to wear and what I was going to have to make for the group, I kind of started following my mother because she works with that type of thing, doing the t-shirt designs and stuff like that. So once I started to see how easy it was and how much I enjoyed doing it, I was like, I think I want to pick this up. So that was the beginning of J Spark Apparel as it was then, and now it's escalated to the branches that it has today.
Woo! Wow. And it all came just from being in an environment, knowing that your mom did this, but also you said, and it was something at your church where they had what was that?
It was a Bible study.
It was a Bible study. And the Bible study, because that's very interesting. The Bible study was talking about, explain that to us again.
So it was really talking about that, God giving you these talents, these things that you're naturally good at. Mm-hmm. So to increase the money that you have, that you can get the things that you want and you can need, you can also in turn sow back into the ministries that are inside the church and give back to God. So by participating in that, I guess I found my way to give back to God as well.
Wow. Yes, you did. That is amazing. If you all have any questions, and if you are just joining us, we have Jaiden and Nina on, and they are siblings, and they are kidpreneurs that are on sharing how they began in their kidpreneur venture. So we have Dominique. Hey, Dominique. Thank you for joining us. Listen, a kidpreneur, teenpreneur, for a teen or a kid that has started their own business, right? They had an idea and they took action with that idea, and now it's into a little business. So, Jaiden, that is amazing that you started with, like you said, the dance and you were playing the drums, and you know that you all needed something to wear, and it just you found something that you really enjoyed doing. If there's anyone that's on, if you have any questions, drop them in the comments if you have any questions for them, because I'm just in awe that at 6 years old that you were thinking about that. So at that 6 years old, that idea came. So take us through that process. You began with the clothes, and then how did that? What did you have to do? Did you have to buy something? Did you have to? Did you draw your own designs? How did that? What was that process like? Of even with the clothing and this might even help other young kids that may be thinking about whether they want to do a clothing line or something. So parents, I'm asking you, let us know in the chat. Has your child or your grandkid or niece, has your child ever shared an idea with you that they wanted to do? Let us know. Let us know. Has your child ever shared an idea with you that they wanted to do? All right. So Jaiden, what was that process like?
So as we stated, as when I started off doing the basic shirts, the witty designs, it was all more started off with me just drawing in a book. My mom printed out papers that had t-shirt outlines, and I just drew what I thought the colors should be like, what the designs are like, and then she helped me process it through man. She helped me process it through digital platforms, so I could be able to put it onto shirts. Of course, we had to buy the shirts from manufacturers, and then we made the shirts ourselves, put in the design on there, and we have the finished product. I have other people that I work with now. Whenever I have to make like the bigger things, like the different material hoodies and making the shoes and the hats like that. So I have people that I work with that are in like remote places that we now do that. But when it first started, it was just me drawing up ideas in a book.
Wow. Wow. And your ideas, and about how old were you whenever you began drawing like the ideas?
So from the rip, once we started J Spark Apparel, that was really what I was doing until I started learning how to do the digital thing on my own. So I'll be able to, instead of having to write it down and then having help from my mom, I could just go straight into the digital platform, make it in there. So from
Wow.
6 to maybe around 9, I was just scribbling in the notebook.
Wow, that is amazing. Oh my goodness. So when you get a chance, if you think about what one of your t-shirt says or design, I would want to know. Okay. Is that one of them that you're wearing?
This is not. This is one of my mom's pieces that she done a while back.
Oh, wow.
Talking about
Super cool.
revolvers. Yeah, I do have the book. I have to go retrieve it so I can maybe go get it while you're talking to Nina. But
Okay,
it has
okay.
some of the original ideas in there, like kind of building the basis of the logos that I use today, and
Yeah,
it's
we
kind
don't want you to go get it because we don't listen. We don't want you to show all the stuff, but if you had one, just one that if you can remember what it says, that's fine. But no.
One I remember, when I remember kind of doing on my own, one of the first ones that I really came up with was a shirt that I called, and it was "I'm Dynamite," and under that it was a picture of a Tyrannosaurus Rex. So I think that was one of my first pieces that I really did. And
I love that. I love that. I'm dynamite. So, hey, cousin. Hey, Jonathan. I see Tanacia. I hope I'm saying that right. Said hey to you all at your service media. Says proud of the two of you. Keep pushing. Yeah. So this, and Dominique says, hey guys, this is so good. Quandra says, love these kids. I do too, Quandra. Oh my goodness. So, all right, Jaiden, were you nervous at all?
um,
Were you
I,
nervous, afraid, or were you excited? What was that? What was that like?
The whole process, it never been like being nervous.
Because
Never.
you're 9. You're only like, you're young. I'm trying to wrap my head around that. Listen, parents, like, are you wrapping your mind around this? Does your child, and it might be that with some of your children already kidpreneurs that you may not have shared it with us. If they are, let us know that too. If you have a kidpreneur and what their gifts and talents is that they have. What were you nervous? Okay, Jaiden, were you nervous, excited? Nina, I'm coming to you. Stay tuned. I want to stay with me. All right, Jaiden, were you nervous, excited, or what?
Nervous. Being nervous really didn't really cross my mind until I had to go into more of the speaking engagement and telling people a little bit more about the business in depth. But being nervous to just do it never really had that problem because it just came natural. It was something that I felt comfortable doing, and it was just kind of like if I was doing it, then it felt like something that I was just really naturally drawn to. So it was more of a hobby than a business or anything like that.
Wow. Wow, that is amazing. And you know what? As children, sometimes you're not even nervous, especially when it's a gift. When it's a gift, like you said, like you feel that this is something that you are supposed to be doing. And so it felt so natural for you. I love that. Connie, hi Connie. Thank you for joining, you all. If you are joining, say hello to me. I see Connie says young, gifted, and black with praise hands. Yes. Spigner says beautifully blessed children. Love them always. Listen, this is so good. This is so good. Jaiden, I'm going to come back to you because I saw you had the book. Did you want to share? All right, look at this. Light It Up. Thank you for having this platform for our youth. Thank you so much at Your Service Media. Thank you so much. And if you all look out at they have Jada's website, www.jspark.com, where you can go and order some of apparel for him. I will definitely be ordering. All right, what you want to show us one?
So this was, I think, some of the first work that I did. This is when I was still thinking about making the business with the drumming and the dancers. So this was, I think, at the very beginning, still 6, and I got some.
Wow.
So
That is so cool. So did you know then at 6 that you wanted it to be J Spark?
So originally,
Or was that J for Jesus?
originally it started off as I wanted to be J Star, but we ran into some issues with that being like copyrighted and all that type of thing, and it wasn't like I liked it, but it wasn't everything that like I wanted it to be. So going to J Spark, that kind of just gave a kind of new flair to it because Star,
Right.
it's a shape, but
Right.
Spark is like a verb of being
Yeah.
extraordinary.
Come on, verbal being.
So this is also some of my first pieces. This once I started my business was also when Nina was first around born. So some of the designs that I did were for her too.
Oh
So
my gosh.
a little sis.
I love, what does it say?
I love my little sis.
Oh my goodness. And oh my gosh. And how old were you when you did that?
That was still 6.
You were still 6. This is amazing. This is amazing that you were using your time. Parents, this is so amazing. Oh my goodness. All right. This is amazing. I'm keeping track of the time, but I see your Nana says she's so proud. It says, hello, Jaiden Nina. Nana is so proud of you. Hey, Mama Pinkney. Thank you so much. Mama Pinkney says, I'm so proud of you. This is wonderful. So we talked about your mindset with developing the things. Did you ever doubt or think that it was going to be too much for you to do?
So once I started middle school, that's a heavier workload. And I was running into like thinking about the different ways that I can expand the J Spark. And I think another major thing that is used in starting a business is that you need to make sure that you're able to prioritize your time. So starting middle school, that heavier workload and trying to balance everything I got going on with J Spark and all that over there, I had to decide what things were more important in the company. that I had to work on while still being able to maintain the things I had to do outside of the company, like going to work. I mean, going to school, playing sports, going to drum lessons and things like that. So
Wait a second. You're in school, you play the drums, and you in sports?
yes, ma'am.
Well, my God. Wow. Parents, like I want to, and you're to balance all of that. How are you able to balance all of that?
It's a lot of help from my family. I really thank God for them. They always help me through. And if there's like a big decision where I got to choose this or this to be able to make the schedule work, then they always help me consider all my options. So that really helps me to put my priorities straight. And it also helps to just know what things are more important than the others and what you need to spend more time on. Because if I'm working on homework all day, that means I got to double up on what I'm going to do for the business to make sure that it keeps growing. So, it's kind of the sacrifice, the time commitment. But I enjoy what I do, so that makes it not too hard to put other things aside to keep the business flowing.
Listen, spoken like a true business person. Do you all agree? Do you, parents, audience, do you all agree? Is that spoken like a true business person? Jaiden, thank you. We're going to come back to you. And I'm guessing that from what you've done, that inspired Nina. I see that Quandra said, I'm so proud of him. Christina says, so dope. Go Jaiden and Nina. Yes, the Life Church is behind you 100%. I see that. And Denise says, hello. Hello, Denise. Thank you for joining in. Yes, there you go. Yes, the Life Church is behind you 100%. Yes, spoken like a true business person. That's right. That is right. Business person that's dedicated to sowing back into the kingdom. Amazing. We're going to come back to you, Jaiden. So, Nina, we have Nina, who is only 7 years old right now. And Nina, so yes, Lady Bilbo, this is awesome. Tell me, was it your brother that inspired you to do what tell us about what you have first?
So I have a YouTube channel called Good Morning Nina, and I'm the partner of Nina Grand's Lemonade. That's my company.
Oh my goodness.
Nina J by J Spark is my close.
Say it again.
Nina J by J Spark is my clothes company, and Nina Grand's Lemonade is my drink company. So I get lemonade from my granddad, and he makes a lemonade. So I put all the lemons and limes, and so I asked them if they want like a certain kind of cup. So there's a $5 cup, and it's
I love it.
Whoa.
No, tell me, girl. Tell me.
And there's this bottle that you can keep or throw away. And then there's this $12 one, and it's a glass, a glass cup.
Wow.
It's a souvenir.
It's a souvenir cup. What now? Your granddad, and you are helping your granddad make the lemonade because you do the lemons. That is so. This is fresh. This is fresh lemonade, girl. Wow. Now, how long have you been doing this, Nina?
Just
It's okay. You can talk to your mama. You're only 7.
This year.
You started this year. Oh my goodness. I know with being 7, the time frame of things might be a little bit not as clear, but that's okay. That's why mom is right there. Fresh lemonade. Wow. Nina, and so how can we get this lemonade? Do we have to call in an order, or do we come by? How do we get it?
You can call, or you can come in person.
Really? Oh my goodness. This is so what made you think that, hey, you know what? I want to start doing something with lemonade. What made you think about that idea?
So like my brother had a company and I had my own company already, but I thought that I could do like a food or drink company like my mom.
Oh my goodness. So your mom has a food and drink company?
Well, she has a food company. And chili.
Oh my goodness. Oh my, this is amazing. This is amazing. So then you said, hey, I want to do something too. And so now you have the lemonade business, and then tell us what else do you have?
I have clothes and headbands, bows, necklaces, jewelry, socks, and all that stuff.
Are you serious? Oh my goodness. I did not know that. I didn't. So the name of it, let's see. So you have a question. Is this the same for the lemonade, the company name? All right. What is your company name? We want to put that out. What is your
my company name for the drinks or the clothes?
For the drinks.
Nina Graham's Lemonade.
Nina Graham.
Grand.
Nina Grand Lemonade. I love it. Nina Grand Lemonade. You all, is this amazing? If you are just joining us, we have our kidpreneurs on, Jaiden and Nina, and they are telling us how they actually got started on their journey to entrepreneurship at such an early age. All right, our teenpreneur now, but he was a kidpreneur whenever he got started. So say hello to us if you have any questions. I see that they have, oh my goodness, they have a huge support that's in the chat, and I love it. So that lets you know that has to be one of their I guess their drives, because they have a big support system. I see that Quandra says she's making my eyes sweat. Let's see. The Life Chart said, go Nina. Stephanie said, congratulations. At your service media said, go ahead, Nina girl. Let's see. Oh, Spigner, thank you, Christina. Said, I purchased 2 jugs. It was delicious. Oh my goodness. Well, honey, I'm going to have to purchase me 2 jugs as well. Okay. All right. So this is good. And we have Lady Bilbo said, house of preneurs. Right. House of preneurs. Oh my goodness. Stephanie said, amazing, Nina. Yes, Scott. Jonathan says, young Black power. That's right. Listen, this is amazing. Wow, you have and Kenya says, so proud of y'all. Love my J Spark and Nina J. Oh, they have, listen, a big support system, and I love that. All right, so Nina, you have Nina Grand Lemonade, and you see that I'm jotting this down. Tell me about the clothes.
So there's different.
Okay.
So like there's different colors. There's pink, blue, black, any color you want.
Pink, blue, black. Oh my goodness. Are they headbands with bows? Or are they just
they're sparkly headbands and headbands with bows.
They're sparkly headbands. Oh my.
Like there's glitter inside them, and there's different colors also.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Well, if you get a chance to show us any of them, we would love to see it. And also, or the website where we can order those from. Now, are they for little kids? What ages are they for?
Anybody.
Anybody. So can I get one?
Yes.
I can get one. Am I going to look like a little kid if I get one? Are they for kids? Can adults wear them?
Yes. My mom always wears them.
Well, listen, if your mom wears, she's cool. So I want to get one too. I want to get some because I love when my hair is down. I love to put headbands on my hair to hold it back. So, and I love when I put my hair in ponytails. So that's pretty cool. Oh my goodness. You all, if you all have any questions for them, check out our social media page for Jaiden and Nina's business information. But if you have any questions for them, go ahead and drop it in the chat because I'm just in awe. Nina, I want to ask you, do your friends know about your business? Like, how is that? Do they know about your business? Do you try to let them know, hey, I have my own business with headbands, or how does that work?
Well, some of them know, but sometimes when they come over, they actually see it.
They actually see it when they come over. Oh my goodness. So what do they say?
They say, "What's all this?"
and, what, and I love it.
My bows for like if we do like modeling.
They like to play with your bowls. This is and how old are you again, Nina?
7.
Wow, that is amazing. Okay, so were you like nervous or excited whenever you started your clothing line and with the bowls and headbands? How did you feel doing that?
I was a little too excited. My told me to calm down.
Why were you so excited?
Oh, well, I just wanted to have my own company.
Yeah.
My brother.
That is so amazing that at 7 that you all are thinking this. I'm trying to wrap my mind around you all thinking about businesses at 6 and 7. But you know what? Because your parents did that, that's what you all are thinking. And it's so amazing. So is it hard for you to juggle like school and doing things in church and doing your business? Is that hard for you?
Not really.
No, it's like fun. Yeah, super cool. All right. Do you have any other ideas of things that you might be working on or that you might want to do?
Well, I might start a new company. I don't know.
Oh, I love this. Like, listen, as Lady Bilbo said,
Post some more videos, but they're going to be like shorts.
Oh yeah, so tell us about your is it a YouTube channel, right? Tell us about that.
On TikTok and Facebook.
TikTok and Facebook, and what is it called?
Good Morning Nina.
Good Morning Nina. Now, how did that come about?
Well, so my brother had his own video, and it was called J Spark Apparel. Well, J Sparks Presents. So I started getting on his videos, and I started to need a new channel. So I just got my own.
Wow. So what is your channel about?
It's like about how my day starts in me.
Oh, wow. How your day starts and just,
And I'm going to have some new videos about my new guinea pig and my lemonade stand.
I love it. I love it. You all, is this amazing or what? Oh my gosh. Is this amazing? Now, I have a question. Let's see. Parents, have your child ever shared with you that they wanted to do a YouTube channel? I've gotten that a lot. Kenya said, Christina said, Lord, my nieces are about to get some more money from me. And Kenya said, how do y'all handle living together and working together? What a great question. That's a great question. All right, who wants to answer that? How do you all handle living together and working together?
So, you can talk first.
On the plus side of things, we're always together, so that gives us more opportunities to work on the things that we want to do. Like, for example, while we were working, after I wrote my first book, we're working on how we're going to do the second book because Nina gave a good idea for it, and we were working on the details. And it seemed that anytime that we're in our working space, it really wouldn't come up. But our mom suggested that we work on it while we're on a long car ride. So being together all the time kind of helps in being able to do the ideas and complete the projects sooner with more efficiency.
I love that. I love that. Like you use that. You're actually using your time very wisely. Long car rides, whenever you all are together, sounds like you do a lot of bouncing ideas off each other. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
And
ma'am.
Nina gave you an idea for your book. Now, what is your book called? Awesomeness. Yes, Kenya. Awesomeness. What is your book? Oh my goodness. You have let me see.
Hold on. Hold on. So this is the book series, The Prince and the Butterfly. Right now we have 2 books out. We're working on the third. It's going to be The Prince and the Butterfly Go to School. So we're starting to do pre-orders on that. It will be ready by the end of this year. So we're starting to do pre-orders on that.
And
But go ahead.
No.
The Prince and the Butterfly. It's really based off me and Nina because our mom affectionately calls me the prince and her the butterfly. So the first book is
That
basically
made me cry.
going all the way back to when she was first born. It was kind of talking about like finding friendship in the most unexpected places, because it's like whenever they say that really your family is the people that you love, but you can't live with them, but you can't live without, and that's really true with me and Nina. She's my best friend, but she might get on my last nerve sometimes. But it's talking about the you can find friendship in the last places that you might think of, and it's a really good book. It's dedicated to her and around when she was first born. Nice picture that was drawn of me and her. And then the second book, this one is talking about whenever she was is dedicated to her whenever she was born, because to do the gender reveal we had a party on the beach and we had to go on a scavenger hunt. So the theme of it was
He or she by the sea.
he or she by the sea. So
I love that.
I had to go follow some clues on the beach, and we had to dig up a treasure chest, and inside the treasure chest was going to tell us if it was going to be a boy or a girl. So we figured out that it was going to be a girl, and that book is dedicated to her. So this book is basically talking about the Prince and the Butterfly. The Prince and the Butterfly going to the beach and just having a good time there.
Wow. Wow. Like how old were you whenever you wrote these, Jaiden?
So
I know, Christina.
writing-
Excuse me, Jaiden. Like I really had tears. I had to pull them back real quick. That's go ahead. The amazing parents. Yes, Kenya. They have amazing parents. I love the whole crew. Beautiful, giving, and talented. Spiner says they both so well spoken. Yes, keep up the great works. Like, oh my goodness. Akeem says, I'm not surprised that they're so hardworking and successful. They're part of an extraordinary family. Yes, yes, and yes. Like, my heart is doing some weird things right now because I feel so excited. Okay, like how old were you whenever you wrote this? When you wrote these?
So this first book, I was in 5th grade, but the story is old. The story is as old as her. It's been a kind of a story that I formulated that I used to tell her whenever she was younger.
Wow.
So this story has been in the works for about about like 5 or so years till I published it like into a book. But I was around in 5th grade, so around 11 years old whenever I came out with the first book. I was in 6th grade when I did the second book. So I got an opportunity while I was in 5th grade to read to the district for Read Across America.
Wow. So I guess it's an old story. So what happened? Did you just say, you know what, Mom, I think I want to write a book about me and Nina? Is that what happened? Or how did the idea just come to you to write about this awesome story that happened years ago?
That's pretty much the entire spill of it. I attended me and these workshops creating businesses. I attended this reading workshop that Miss Brittany Lachey, she was working, and she was teaching people how to write their book and how they need to go about to get it published. So I was like, I wasn't there for the workshop, but my mom told me about it. She was there.
Wow.
And I found it so intriguing that like, it wasn't super hard to become a published author. There's only a couple steps they had to go through. So I started putting the book into works. I had this story already, so I wrote it down, and then I sent the story to one of my mom's previous students, Miss Marina Slava. She is the illustrator for both of, or all three of my books, the third
Wow.
the work, and she came in. We went through the whole process of deciding how the Prince and the Butterfly would look and how the background, the scenery looks and everything. So she
Wow.
did a wonderful job illustrating these
She
books.
did.
I've
Go ahead.
I've been told that like the way that she illustrates some of the pages for the children's book, that it really helps the kids, like just by looking at the pictures, it helps them understand the story. So they don't even have to entirely read the book to get some.
Right.
So
Wow. That is amazing. And gosh, I have so many things right. Mama Pinkney said, "You go, Jaiden and Nina." And Katrina said, "I'm very proud of you, Nina and Jaiden. I love it. This is amazing. I thank you all for sharing with us. We're gonna get you back in a few minutes, but I want to talk to your mom to see how this was for her really quick. Okay, so I will bring you all back. Kane family says, awesome, congratulations. All right, Miss Mia. Stephanie says, thank you for featuring Jaiden and Nina. All right, Miss Mia, I have been chatting with you, and you left out a lot of details. Okay. Someone put that one back up, Christina. I didn't see that one. That comment. Okay, I don't know. It went off really quick. Mia. Oh, yes. Okay. I am so proud of you both and what you both are doing. Oh my goodness. These are some great comments. Mia, as a mom, your heart, I did not know that you did all the things that you did. First of all, I did not know that. So tell us a little bit about what you do. And then I want to know, like, I guess, like, how was it for you? Was this your plan? Like, I'm going to push them into entrepreneurship, but tell us what you do first, because I know that I've heard from the kids, and you heard that from me, Miss Mia. You heard that from me. Okay, go ahead.
I do a little bit of everything. Excuse my hair flying. I do a little bit of everything. But no, by trade, I'm a teacher. And I studied Spanish, and so I teach Spanish, in dance and music.
I didn't know
But
that.
I also have, before Jaiden had J Spark, I had a business called Wear the Word, where all of the shirts were literally shirts that were scripture based, and he had on one of the shirts that we did before. But I kind of slowed up on that after he was born. But my husband and I also have our own business called NG Bostic Enterprises.
What is it?
NG Bostic Enterprises.
Okay.
And it's just kind of a conglomerate of everything that we love to do and everything that we are about. He is a DJ. He's a drummer. He's a minister, and everything that we do, we just kind of pull it all in together. And so people say, "What don't you do?" I say, "I don't know yet, because I can do all Christ," and that literally is the scripture that we fed into our children before Jaiden could even talk. That was something that he was taught, and he has the scripture on his, in his room. It's on his wall, and they learned that. And so anything that they want to do, they can do it. I don't fund it for them. I told Jaiden at 6 years old, if you want a business, you have to do it, because mom and daddy don't have the money for that. So you have to figure out how to get it done. And he did. And so we are here, and then, we always let them know, if you take 2 steps, we'll take 12, but you have to do the work. And so
shout out to parents. Yes, Mia, and
Nicholas.
I thought so. Mia and Nicholas, shout out to you. Oh my gosh. I love that. Did you all hear that? They said that's the importance of the word, like getting in them at a young age. You have that scripture, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And you said and honey, they grabbed a hold of that. Okay. Mm-hmm. They grabbed a hold of it, because I just see, and they're thinking of other things and more things to do. This is amazing. Amazing. So how did he, first of all, you said he told me to fund it. I love that. Like, giving them ownership in it, right?
Yeah, I said, if it's your company, I'm not doing it for you. You have to do it. And he did. I mean, literally, he came, because he was doing because he does modeling and acting as well. And we had just come back from Texas. from this big modeling and acting agency.
Wow.
Picked up by a couple of different agents and different things, and so we were spent with that. But he said, when we got back, he said, "Mommy, I want to start my company today." And I was like, "What? What? How you gonna do? How are you gonna do this?" And so that's when he said, "Well, I want to go ahead and do a photo shoot, and I want to put shirts, and I want to put shirts on the girls, and I want to put bows on them, and I want the boys to have shirts on, and I want to take pictures, and I want to start a website." And I said, "Okay. And if that's what you're going to do, then, you have to come up with it." And he showed you his pictures. He drew them out. He's like, "I want this." And he even got to the point where he was designing things to the point where he was styling the children. "No, I want you to stand like this in the picture. And I
Wow.
want you to wear it this way. And I want to," he was sewing clothes. Because he does all of those things. But I said, if you do it, we'll pull the team together. And that's what happened. People rallied around him, and it helps. My sister, she is a photographer in her own right. So he asked her, "Will you come and take pictures for my photo shoot?" And she said, "Sure." And he called all of his little friends. He called soccer teammates and called their parents and asked, could they come in?
Wow.
And he got this photo shoot together, and it was very good. They had pictures that he still uses to this day. And they went from there. He launched his business on Cyber Monday of November 2017. And he was able to do everything online, and he had great sales. And so it went up from there. I was like, well, this is what you want to do. Let's do it. And so
Wow. Oh my gosh. Wow. As I'm sitting here thinking, I'm thinking about the conversations. Yes, everyone like these comments. I'm thinking about the conversation where we've had about making time for the children, like in spite of like all the things as parents, because as parents, we had this discussion last week. That is tough. We have extracurricular, we have our, our spiritual things, what we do at church, our responsibilities at church. We have we're wife, we're mother, then we're husband, we're dad. Like it can be a lot. How did you make that time, and where did that come in at for you to balance everything that was going on to still make that time to say, hey, if you do this, I'm going to do this? How did you do that? How did you handle it?
If I'm honest, we're still learning.
That's
Because
good.
the more that they do, the more that they are that's required of them, the more that they actually go forth into. But we definitely just make sure that we make time for them, letting them know, like he said, what's important, trying to figure out what that balance is. What do you need to handle first? And school comes first regardless. So Jaiden's always known, Nina always know, if there's something that you want to do outside of school, then your grades have to be where they're supposed to be. We are a no B household. We do not do B's. If you make a B, that's a problem. So we have to make sure that whatever it needs to do to get that A, then we do it. And Jaiden has not tasted a B at this point. We thank God for that. He's worked hard. He's stayed on the honor roll since he was in
My
school.
God.
And that's a great big testament to his push. But we know school is first, and then you do the next thing. And if you're going to start something, you have to finish it. And so we take
Hold on. You teach me, if you start something, you have to. I love that.
We have to get it done. And so that's been the biggest thing. And we try to focus on the thing and get that one thing done, because we can easily dabble into so much. I'm guilty of it. Have so many, your hands in the pot, so many different places.
Yeah.
But when we bring everything, full force, what is it that we're doing? And let's get that done. And what is our goal? What are we trying to accomplish here?
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing. We as a family, what are we trying to accomplish as a family? And that's where we go from there.
Wow. And I guess you sort of already answered this, but what do you see like your main role is in all of this with them? What do you think your main role is?
I'm the pusher. And the thing, a lot of times you get into situations where parents, or I even say parents, people will push you to do things that you don't want to do. But that's not what we have here. If you said that you wanted to do it, then okay, I'm going to remind you that you said you wanted to do it. Jaiden has had many events, awesome ideas that he has started, But I said, you said that you wanted to get this done. You wanted this event on this date, but have you done the work? No, ma'am. So then we're not having the event. I really want to do that, but it's not done. So we're going to have to table it. And so just making sure that, you know, we all understand what's in front of us and what it is that we have to do.
Has there ever been anything where he said, I want to do, but then he started and realized, you know, or they, either one of them, they started and they were like, you know what, I thought this was something that I wanted to do, but I really don't want to do this anymore?
No, yes and no. Because even with all of his things, like he's talking about J Spark, because it started off as J Spark Apparel, but J Spark Apparel became so many other things. Because he started, Jaiden is definitely a philanthropist in his own heart, in his own right. He will give everything that he has. And I was like, well, we got to have money before we can give money. And so his biggest thing is to make sure that he gives back. We've always taught him, you know, it's very important that we give to others that need it. And even those who don't need it, but they need us. There's, you know, that's necessary. And so he'll be in the places where he's like, I want to do this. He's like, well, I don't know whether that's a good idea or whether I'm ready for that right now. And so we've had to kind of back off of some things. And even as he got to the point where he said, you know, I'm starting middle school, J Spark had gotten really large, but then COVID hit, and then it was like, okay, we had to slow down. How are we going to build it back up? And so just kind of pushing and dredging through the things that needed to be done in order to do whatever, you know, needed to be done for him. And so that's mainly what it is, just kind of saying, hey, is that going to work for you? And like, yeah, they're like, no, I don't think so. Okay, well, then we won't do that. We'll try something else. But also just making sure, like I said, if you say you're going to do something, doing it. And then I'm just here to, I mean, I'm not going to talk him out of or into anything, but I'm going to remind him of what he said. Do the same with Nina, but you said,
I was going to ask you about Nina and her.
And she's, because when Jaiden was her age, it was literally Jaiden's show all the way. And I was just holding on to the reins, like, okay, I'm coming. So he was having speaking engagements, opening business centers, going to ribbon cutting, and he was just all over the place, and it was amazing. And so there was nothing that he couldn't do, and I wasn't crazy enough to tell him that he couldn't, because I wasn't like it. But and so that's kind of where Nina is now. I can do that. I can do that. And I'm like, okay, can you hold on, pause? So theirs is the dynamics are a little bit different because of their age and because of the things that they come through. And the thing is, she's already seen him succeed through it.
And that gives her that
biggest thing is, no, I'm going to do like my brother, or my brother's going to help me. And well, she calls him brother. She doesn't call him Jaiden. Brother's going to do this for me. Brother's going to help me. Brother's going to buy this for me. And so literally he's kind of folding that into her, because in his mind, you know, what his goal is to do is to actually turn J Spark Apparel over to her. And so he's teaching her now how to buy from the suppliers, how to purchase items so that he can, you know, he can sell them at wholesale, and just kind of teaching her the ropes and showing her how to create things. And so she's learning that from him. And so she's getting the boost that she needs, just because if my brother can do it, I can do it. And if he said I can do it, it don't matter what anybody else said, but my brother said, you know, and that's, I applaud that. And I'm excited about that, because I know as they grow older, that's going to be the case. You know, she has a great example in him to go forward with. So, yeah.
This has been amazing. I know, Christina, that's huge. Like I'm telling you, my heart is fluttering. This is with excitement, because I've never seen, like, this is, you all are a very special family, and God's hand is definitely upon you all. And listen, we are about to close. You can bring Nina and Jaiden back in and on as well. Listen, if you missed this and you're just joining us, I know Denise, yes. It's amazing. If you're just joining, their information is scrolling across the screen. If you're just joining, we have the Bostic family that are here, and they've been sharing just how their entrepreneurship journey with the kids. Jaiden and Nina have shared with us. Mia, their mom, have shared with us some really great tips. This is amazing. Everyone's saying that this is amazing. With as much they have going on, they take the time to share their talents and ministries with others. Mia and Nick love helping children and youth. They have been a part of my village for years. Oh my goodness, it is so amazing. Listen, yes. I was going to ask, were you there? I wasn't sure. This is Nick, the dad of these wonderful children. Nick, listen, you all, hats off. Hats off. You see, I don't know if you've seen the comments of all that you all have been doing. I'm going to ask you one last question as we're closing. Mia, I want you to get, whatever I can maybe. Yeah, let's let Dad give last words. Dad, if there are parents that are watching and their child has an idea of something that they want to do, what would be your advice to them? What would be your advice to them? What would you say?
Well, it's a couple of things that I would say. But first of all, as a parent, you want to support your children 100%. Even through their ups and downs, even through their success and their failures, you still support them. You're still with them every step of the way. Even though some things might not go always as planned, you still encourage them. Hey, well, we'll get it next time, or maybe let's try something different. You always want to support them. But another thing, you want to lead by example. Because your children are always watching as parents. They're always watching, what's my dad doing? What's my mom doing?
Yeah.
What are they not doing? And a lot of times, whether we see it or acknowledge it, they're following in our footsteps. So we're leading them down the right path. They're going to follow that same path. And it might always go the same route that we go or that we want them to go, but eventually they'll get there. So it's about being an example, being that support system, and just trying to teach them and train them with everything that even our ups and downs as parents. We try to sway them away from those things that we may have not been so successful in or might have worked out for us, but just really guiding them as best as we know how.
I love that. I love that. If you heard that, 100% support. You all heard that, and lead by example. Rhonda says, I'm still praise dancing. Comment, this is not a bee house. That's right. Listen, you all, Jaiden and Nina, if there are some kids that are watching and they like, oh, I want to do something, what would you tell them? Any words that you would tell them? What would you say to them? If they say, I think I have an idea that I want to do, what would you say to them, Nina?
I would say, you can do this. Come on.
You can do this. Come on. I love it. Jaiden, what would you say to them?
On the same accord as Nina, mine was just based off of hobbies and things that I like to do. So if there's anything that you just like to do, I almost 99.99999% assure you that you can turn that into a business and make money into it.
Listen, I love it.
If you have any questions, you can call us. We work as a unit and we do some of our best work whenever we work together, like the events we do called Recharge You. It's a Friday night vibe that we do monthly at our center. It's called the Recharge Center. It's here in Columbia, South Carolina on Old Clemson Road. But for more information about that, you can go to rechargecenter.net. little shout out. But
that's right. Get those shout out, Jaiden.
Yeah, but if you have anything that you feel that you're just really good at, or other people, for the parents, if you notice things that your children are really good at and that they would excel, I almost guarantee you that there's a way to turn that into a profitable business. And if you need some help with that, you already know who to contact. So
I love it. Listen, this has been wonderful. I'm sure if you all have any other questions, their information will be on our Light It Up TV Facebook page. If you want to ask some questions or anything, please reach out to them. Listen, this has been wonderful. Let's just say I don't know, hashtag, what is our hashtag? Because you got Kidpreneurs, hashtag Kidpreneurs. Drop that in the chat. Remember, you can look to see more of our children coming on Find Your Voice Friday. And we have a special introductory episode of Find Your Voice Friday that will be coming on this Friday. So make sure you let your kids watch it. All right, you all family, you all stay on. But for the rest of our audience, we will see you next time for our Talk About It Tuesday. Remember, drop in the chat, hashtag Kidpreneurs. All right, until next time, what do we say? Remember to light it up. All right.
Light it up.
Light it up. All right, let's see. You all stay on right quick.